don't even know if this thing is working. I'm literally like, let me check my channel actually. Okay, there we go. Alright. I can just read the chat from my computer actually, yeah. Yo, what's up everyone? My birthday was on 31st August, by the way. This is late. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but you know, my sister was complaining about the noise. So this is just like a little quick test thing because I've always known you could stream on like the phone and shit, but I've never actually tried it. So I was just like, fuck it, let's try. Actually, let me put on some music. Literally, like, I've got no OBS, so I'm literally just like improvising. I'll just play something through the computer. Alright. So, Liana Castletown. Alright. Thank you for the birthday wishes in the chat. But yeah, it's just a short stream, maybe like 10-15 minutes just to see what everyone's doing, you know. Someone said, I thought I could have been the perfect Biggie Smalls duplicate, but nope, we got Prem. I don't really look like Biggie. I mean, except for being big, but, you know, that's pretty much it. And I guess black, I don't know. But yeah. Someone said, alright, so we just got some huge. But yeah, it's just a quick stream. I'm not really going to play anything because I'm literally just streaming directly from my phone. As you can see, my messy as fuck room and my Mania vinyls. And yes, I got the Forces vinyl as well. So yeah, I never did an unboxing of that because I don't know if people wanted to see that, honestly. So I just, you know. Plus it came with a crease as well. Like they dead ass like creased the Forces like vinyl. Like I was pissed at that. The Mania vinyl came nice and fresh, pristine quality. The Forces one came with some crease on it. I was thinking of sending it back. If I wasn't a lazy motherfucker, I would have sent that shit back, you know. But, you know, I kept it anyway. So, someone said, you look ugly as fuck, Prem. Thank you so much for the support and chat. Like, thank you. It means the world to me. But, if you want to see more of my ugly ass face, well, there is a place where you can do that. Where's that place? Hold on, one sec. If you want to see more of my ugly ass face, can I rotate the camera? Yeah. This is a new channel, a non-Sonic, so there's no Sonic on this channel, but you can check that out if you want to see more of my ugly ass face, because it's in every video there. So yeah, that's just a little, you know, I never did a video talking about the channel because I didn't feel like it, honestly. I wanted to like get the hang of things first, like actually upload more stuff and like figure out what I was doing before I like did a full announcement. But I guess during a few streams I can do that, you know. Someone said they're playing 06 right now. Yo, hope you're having a good time. Such a great game. I know like 99.99% of people will disagree with that, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, someone said nice videos, thank you. Hey Prem, what inspired you to do YouTube? I answered this before, like a few times, but basically, this music is distracting me. I mean, I love this song, don't get twisted. I fucking love this song, like, you know. But I think I used to watch back in like 2010, 2011, I was watching KSI, and he was playing FIFA and all that stuff and doing skits, and it made me want to do YouTube as well. And at the same time, I didn't do it because I wanted to do like Sonic stuff as well. And oh, thank you, iDragon Gaming, for the $1 donation. Much appreciated. But yeah, I wanted to do Sonic stuff, and I just deadass didn't think anyone cared about Sonic. I didn't think that because, first of all, I was like before I went to secondary school, I was like the only one who really cared about Sonic. And then I went to a boarding school, it was like 300 students. I was like the only one who really cared about Sonic. Like when Gens came out, and back then I pirated it because I couldn't buy things online. Long story, but I own it now legally. But the point is, I pirated it. Maybe like 2 people asked me for it. Back then, if you pirated a game, like everyone wanted it because the internet was shit back in. I was in boarding school in Africa, so the internet was so shit that if someone pirated a game, you didn't care what the fuck the game was. You're copying that to your laptop because it's a free game and it's already been downloaded. So you know what? But Gens, I gave it to like maybe 2-3 people. That was it. So Sonic was not the cool thing. So when you grow up in that environment, you really just dead ass think no one cared about Sonic. So I just didn't do YouTube for that reason. And then I think I discovered Kobe like in first year of university, I think 2014. So towards the end of first year university, then I realized that people did actually still care about Sonic. And then that's when I made my plan to start YouTube. I got a summer internship for a few weeks, which I would have done for longer because it paid really well, but they only let you do it for 2 weeks. And that plus an overdraft I used to buy my laptop to start making videos. An overdraft that I'm still paying off. Oh, but yeah, that's how I started. So yeah. Someone said, out of a scale of 1 to 100, how hype were you for Sonic 06? Probably 150, 200. Like, fuck, you guys don't understand. Like, I know the game is hated now. I still love it now and everything, but back then, oh my god, back then, you gotta understand that to this day, undeniably, like the generational, like the graphical jump from PS2 to PS3 or from Xbox to 360, I still think is the biggest graphical jump ever in the history of gaming. Not even 2D to 3D was as spectacular, in my opinion. Like growing up in 6th gen of gaming, like GameCube, Dreamcast, PS2, the jump to PS3 is when shit started to look real. And 06 was one of the first like PS3 looking like games I'd ever seen. That and like God of War. So it was a big deal, like coming from Heroes, and a game that's my favorite game of all time, but visually, like to 06, like the jump, there's never been a jump that huge, I don't think. Oh, thank you, Deadly Gaming, for the donation. Yo, Prem, what's up? My birthday's in like 3 days, so I'm gonna treat myself good and buy that Spider-Man PS4. So the belated birthday stream, nice, peace. Thank you for the $5 donation. Yeah, Spider-Man PS4, that's gonna get covered on Premylist as well, by the way, so check that out. But yeah, the generational jump from like PS2 to PS3 was so big that as a kid, just like, and HD was a new thing then. Like I was like, what, back in 05, I was like 10 when they had that Tokyo Game Show and they showed like footage of 06. I was like 10 around that point, and the graphical jump was insane. So 06, like hype levels, because I was hyped for Shadow the Hedgehog as well, because it was all dark and edgy and shit, and that at the time, like, damn, I wanted that. I still like the game, I just, the control and all the searching for shit wasn't my cup of tea, but I still like Shadow. But 06, like, it was just like new generation, new visuals, like new everything. Like it just looked beautiful. Like HD was like HD 720p. The way we talked about 720p back then was like, it was like 16K to people today. Like it was just so out there. And I just, man, like that trailer, I still have the video. I can still find the video, like the exact trailer I watched, the E3 trailer, the exact guy who uploaded it back then. The video's still up 12 years later. I was watching it as a kid, like just, that was probably the most hype I was ever to be like a Sonic fan ever. It's sad I'll never get that back, but someone said Heroes playthrough. I never did a full Heroes play. I think I did a Team Sonic. If you search on my channel, the GOAT stream, I did do a Team Sonic playthrough, and I recently streamed a Chaotix playthrough, so those are the two most unique teams, I guess. Someone said no one can insult you because you're one of the greats. Well, I don't know what I'm great at, but thank you. Someone said I love playing as the 3 Hedgehogs in 06. Of course, I did too. Thoughts on KSI versus Logan? I recorded an entire reaction of that for Premylist, and I still have it, but because of the whole copyright ninjas taking that shit down, I got scared and I didn't put my reaction up. Like I had cut out like highlights of like the funny moments of my reaction, all the good parts and stuff, and it was just like I couldn't really put it up, so it was a shame. But I was mad as fuck that it was a draw. But I kind of understood because what I said in my reaction was that after as the fight just ended before the scores came, I said if they vote Logan as the winner, it's gonna be controversial. If they vote KSI as the winner, it's gonna be controversial. But a draw is still fucking annoying. But I can see why it went to that. I don't think it was rigged, although that was a meme for a bit. And you know, someone said I remember when I saw the first cutscene of 06 on YouTube as a kid, I instantly clicked off because I thought it was fake. Sonic doesn't look that good. Yeah, I mean, man, the graphical jump back then. Someone said, how hype were you for SNBK? What is SNBK? Am I missing something? Favorite N64 games, Prem. GoldenEye, F-Zero X, Mario Kart 64, top 3 Mario Kart to this day. I stand by that. That's nostalgia talking, but I don't fucking care. And I want to say Super Mario 64, but I didn't really play that much as a kid. I played that later on, like, you know. So I want to stick with those 3. I'm probably missing a few, but, you know, I'm a bit rusty. Oh, original Smash Bros, yeah, of course. You know, but even that one, I didn't play on N64. I played original Smash Bros on Project 64 when I was, like, 12 or something. Back in boarding school, emulation was, like, the it thing. Because you go to, like, the computer lab, and then you know, you got like a USB stick. Back then, 256 meg USB sticks were like the thing that we had. So Visual Boy Advance, Project 64, that was all we were storing on that. Ain't gonna store no 4 gig Dolphin games on that shit. So the computers probably couldn't even run that. So someone said favorite song on Kamikaze. Okay, we're getting into the good questions. Literally, I've been listening to that this whole time. Like, you check here, like you go on my Spotify, you can see like literally I've checked all the songs I like, so I didn't really like these 2 songs. The song Kamikaze is actually a song I didn't like, but basically I think my favorite song is probably Stepping Stone. I know that's like not a popular choice, but I just like emotional Eminem and the message of that, D12 and all that. But I also love Greatest, The Ringer, Lucky You, which I think Joyner actually did better than Eminem on that song. I know people are gonna disagree, but Lucky You was fucking amazing. Not Alike, you know, Imitate and Look Alive with the beat and all that. That was good as well. I loved Fall as well. It's kind of a bit more mellow. I loved Normal. And yeah, those are my favorite songs on the album. But Stepping Stone, man, like with that rock sample and everything, like he just went in. Like, I fucking love that. Someone said, "Prem, doing more streams?" Yes. Actually, I'm going to visit my dad tomorrow for like 10 days. So in Switzerland, the internet's actually really good there, but I'm not taking my PC, so I don't know if I'll stream from there. I don't know if you guys like the phone streams, I might do that, but I'll be taking like a Mac with me, so I'm not going to be doing like any intense gaming streams. I might try and record some Sage stuff from there, but no promises. So it might be 10 days of slow content, just, you know, putting that out there. But I've got a few videos pre-recorded for Premiless that I want to edit when I'm there, so that might come out. Someone said, your videos brought me great joy. I'm so grateful to you, Prem. Thank you, Finetto Knight. You know, it's tough times now, you know. Times have changed. Like, over, like, the course of this year, doing Sonic content and just realizing how much, like, people would rather watch, non-commentary channels. And I'm not knocking those channels for doing that, because if it works, you know, do it. But I guess it just hurt me, like, the fact that people would rather watch that. Because it's like, why am I even going through the effort of doing all this commentary if people are just gonna like rather not want to hear that? So it's kind of like, what's the point? So I was kind of going through like why am I even uploading on this channel? Which is why I kind of started doing a lot more new stuff, because it's quicker. And I was like, do I really want to showcase this mod for like 20 minutes and then people don't even want to hear my voice? So I didn't know what to do. So when I started the new channel, I was kind of emphasizing the fact that it was about me and what I'm doing and not about the game. So it's not about full playthroughs or anything. So that's kind of why one of the reasons why I started the new channel. Like, I always wanted to do variety stuff on this channel, but then that kind of just became a Sonic channel. So, you know, yeah, just a little bit of how I'm feeling when it comes to YouTube. Someone said, nah, not the Heroes playthrough, the 2D fan game you played. You remember when you found it? You mean the Heroes 2D fan game? That thing? Was there an update to that or something? Someone said, I'm doing a stream. It has something to do with you and how your channel is awesome. Oh, thank you, Skylia Riddle. Someone said, in my opinion, Sonic Unleashed is the last awesome on Sonic game. Literally, I said that in my opinion, the golden era of Sonic was 1998 to 2008. That's just my opinion. I still like Generations, but I think that there was a quality dip after Unleashed. You know, I just think it was never brought back to that. And for those of you saying, oh, from 98, or you don't like the classics, well, okay, I like Sonic 1. I do. I love Sonic 2, which was 1992. And then CD was 93, which I don't like. And then Sonic 3 and Knuckles was 94. So that's 2 years, 92 and 94. So I can't just say from 91 to 08 just because of 2 not even next to each other years. You know, after that, after 94, what was in 5, 6, and 7? It was a whole 3-year gap where you were missing stuff. Whereas with 98 to 08, you had Adventure in 98 and technically 99 as well. 2000, I think, was a bit dry because I think Advance was... When was Advance, actually? Hold on. Sonic Advance. Advance came out... Yeah, so 2000 was dry. So that's one dry year. So 98, 99 was Adventure. 2000 was dry. 2001 was Advance 1 and Adventure 2. And then in 02, you had Battle, and then I think Advance 2. 03 was Advance 3, I think. I might be getting the years wrong. It might have been 04. And then you also had Heroes in 03, 04. Then you had Shadow in 05, which people didn't like as much, but you also had Rush in 05, so another reason why this era is so amazing. Then you had Riders in 06, and I think Rivals as well was in 06. And then you had 06 in 06, which I fucking loved, so that's me. And then in 07, you had Rush Adventure, which was also well received. And then you had Riders, I think, Zero Gravity. Wait, that was 08, wasn't that? Hold on. Riders Zero Gravity. Okay, that was 08. So in 07, you had Rush Adventure. Cool. Wait, was that 07? Yeah, that was 07. Hold on. So rusty. Yeah, that was 07. So 07, you had Rush Adventure. 08, you had... And 07, you had Rivals 2. And then 08, you had Unleashed. And... Is that it? I think that's everything. I mentioned Rush Adventure. I mentioned Rivals 1 and 2. I mentioned Riders. Rival, yeah. Yeah, it was just hit after hit after hit after hit. There was a few weak points. But, you know. Do you have a PS? Well, which PS? Oh, PS2. No. My auntie stole my PS2 like 10 years ago. I never got it back. Long story. I'm so behind on chat. Someone said they want birthday chicken. Wow. Oh shit, did I get a donation? Sorry. Oh, thank you, Andy W386. Hey man, how have you been? Thank you for the £2 donation. Yeah, I'm just here, chilling. It's supposed to be a short stream. I don't know how long I've been streaming now, so. Did you ever play Banjo-Kazooie or DK64? No, I never actually got to play those. So yeah, there's a lot of games I didn't get to play as a kid. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Nah, I never played those either. Actually, I did get the 3DS Majora's Mask, and then I stopped after like 10-15 minutes. I don't remember why. I just kind of stopped. I don't know. Someone said emulation is dead. It's all Nintendo's fault. I mean, Nintendo can't stop emulation. They'll try. Someone said Prem back in my day. Yeah, I'm so gonna be one of those like people that when they grow up, they're gonna be like back in my day, like back in like. Man, I got a comment saying, well, when I streamed Heroes and I commented about it, and someone was like, we don't care, play a well-known Sonic game. I'm like, it's Heroes. Like, it came out in 2003. Like, it's not old. And then I realized, wait, hold on. Like, how many of my viewers are born after 03? Like, I don't even know. Like, it could be a lot, you know? So, it's a different generation. I didn't know about the classics until Mega Collection. If there was no Mega Collection, I probably wouldn't have known about the classics for ages. So, someone said your favorite Astroworld song. Man, I listened to it. It wasn't my cup of tea. Like, I know everyone loved that, but I don't know. I just, you know, let me see. I usually use you can like check, you can save songs in Spotify. So I usually save songs that I like. And the only song I saved here is R.I.P. Screw. But I don't even remember what any of these songs sound like because I listened to it like once. Like, honestly, it just wasn't my thing. I was never really a Travis Scott fan like that, so. But I was happy when he beat Nicki Minaj because she was like wilding out. She was trying to get #1 and she lost to Travis second week, and I was just rooting for Travis just for that. because she was out here like, you know, hurting everyone, like ranting online. So I was just like glad she didn't get another one spot. Even though I like Nikki, but still, like, she was just like, she went off the Tiger. Like, Tiger wasn't bothering no one. Tiger was done with the drama. You bringing Tiger into this shit, like, man, that was crazy. Do you like forces, or at least tolerate for introducing newer fans to the... you know, I feel like if you want to introduce new fans to the franchise, just make something that everyone can enjoy, you know? If you look at a game like Sonic Heroes, and a game that I fucking love, as you already know, that was supposed to introduce new fans to the franchise, because, you know, the Dreamcast failed, and they were like, okay, we need to go multiplayer. This is the game that they were going, let's go multiplayer. If you think about it, if the Dreamcast didn't fail, if Sega stayed in hardware, we would have gotten Adventure 3. But then they kind of went, okay, we're not in hardware anymore. We're going to get all these Sony fanboys and Microsoft fanboys who haven't, you know, maybe played Sonic as much. We don't want to put a third game in a series, and then they're like, oh, we don't want to buy this. So that's why Heroes was made a separate thing. So you think about that, and it's just like, okay, that's why they added like things like Team Rose, and that's why they had less of a story in Heroes, because it meant that it could appeal to newcomers. But they still kept Team Dark in there. They still had challenging level design in there. They still had longer levels in Team Sonic and Team Dark, and sometimes Team Chaotix. But they said, yo, Rose is there for the newcomers. Of course, the newcomers will still pick Team Sonic because it's Sonic. So I guess it would have worked better if they just had one team and then just had like different modes. Like everyone just plays Team Sonic, but then you pick easy mode and it's Team Rose's levels. You pick normal mode as Team Sonic. You pick hard as Dark. You pick mission mode. Then maybe mission mode's the bonus mode. You get KO. I don't know. And then keep the other teams some multiplayer. Maybe that would have worked better, because everyone was just like, Rose is the team that was made for the casuals, but then everyone's just gonna play Sonic anyway, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But yo, is that Matt in the chat? What's up, Matt? Someone said, what are your opinions on X? I love X. You know, I listened to both his albums when he was still alive. You know, I didn't bandwagon or anything. Not saying they shouldn't check out an artist after they died, because I didn't really get into Michael Jackson properly until right after he died. You know, I knew about him, but I didn't, you know. So with X, yeah, I was listening to him from before, because, you know, when Drake bit him off, you know, that was a big deal. So basically, I found out about him from then, and then he dropped this debut album. I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this, and then I liked it. Then the second album came out, and he talks about a lot of stuff that I can relate to, so I like that. Someone said, do you plan on never releasing a video about Silver the Hedgehog getting his own game? I could do a Silver the Hedgehog My Thoughts discussion. I could definitely do something like that, you know. Probably one of these days I'll probably write something like that and script and everything. But yeah, I've always thought that Silver could get his own game. I think if 06 had done well, I think it would have been a consideration. Someone said, please do more 06 streams. Like, you know, I'm always down to stream, you know, such a fun Sonic game. So yeah, I'm really behind on chat. Like, I've got the chat open on the computer and on the phone. So like the phone one is behind, the computer one is just like scrolling. The Heroes fan game. Yeah, how did I find it? I've forgotten how I found it. It was probably on Game Jolt or something. I don't know. Have you played Sonic World yet? I probably played it years ago, but for my channel I never played it. I tried to get it working. It was a camera issue. Someone said, how was Adventure 98 to 99? You know, back in the day, when people weren't as active on the internet, they would release something in Japan and then they would wait and then release it later on in other countries. So, if I recall correctly, and this happened with Heroes as well, Adventure came out on the 23rd of December, 1998 in Japan, but didn't come out until September 99 in America. And then, yeah, and in the UK as well. So, yeah, that's why it's 98, 99. Heroes came out the end of 03, I think, in Japan. They came out 04 everywhere else. And then several months later, it came out on PC. Someone said there was no golden era in terms of games, or just good moments and bad moments. I mean, a golden era is an opinion. It's really just what you think the best era of Sonic was. So, if I say the golden era is 98 to 08, I'm not going off of sales or off reception by everyone else. I'm just saying, for me, I considered the best time to be a Sonic fan from 98 to 08. That was just how I felt, you know. Even though I didn't start being a Sonic fan technically until SA2, so that was like 01, 02, around that era. But you know, someone said you forgot Secret Rings. That's in the quote unquote golden era, but I don't like Secret Rings, so it's a weak spot, a weak point in that era. So someone said storybook games are fun. I've heard good things about Sonic and the Black Knight. I want to play that. I was gonna beat Secret Rings first so I could go in order, but then I kind of just was not enjoying Secret Rings, so you know. Someone said, did you get fat? No, I've been fat, literally the whole time. What other games do you like apart from Sonic? Well, if you check out my new channel, which I probably already plugged in this stream, you'll be able to see some of that. But my favorite non-Sonic franchise is probably Prince of Persia. I fucking love Assassin's Creed as well. Burnout. What else is there? Like, I write these things down. I always forget them. Like, let me see. Super Monkey Ball, Bomberman, Crazy Taxi, Mario Kart, Street Fighter. Yeah, I literally wrote all of this down. Yeah, essentially, those are the main ones. GTA as well. Yeah, that's pretty much the main ones. F-Zero. Yeah. There's a lot. Someone said, did she steal your PS2 because it had a DVD player? I don't even think she knew that. It was a pointless thing. It was a power trip thing. I don't know the full story to that, you know, but it happened. You probably shouldn't make it your first Zelda game though. Zelda, I started playing Breath of the Wild on Switch, and then I kind of hit a roadblock. I don't want to say a roadblock because I know what to do, but I'm just lazy, so I haven't gone back to it. Basically, I had to get up some mountain, but he gets cold and dies, so you're supposed to find a thing to wear so he doesn't get cold, and I was too lazy to go and find that thing, and they said you could have made like a stew or some shit like that to you know, to make him be able to get up there, but I'd already wasted it because I didn't know that I was supposed to do that before I looked it up, so I wasted the ingredients or something, and I kind of got lazy. So yeah. Someone said, have you played Ratchet and Clank? Actually I played it as a kid, but where's this thing? I actually I got it on PS4 and I never played it. Like, I bought it and the wrapping was still on for like months, so yeah, I need to play that. But I did play it as a kid, I remember, because my friend had it. Yeah. Someone said favorite 2D Mario game. I'm gonna say Mario Maker because of replayability, but if you want like a Nintendo, well, I mean it's a Nintendo, but if you want like an official like levels by Nintendo, probably New Super Mario Bros. DS. I love that game, you know. It just, you know, growing up, that game was the shit. Like, I know now New Super Mario Bros. Got a bad rep, but back then, like, it was a big fucking deal. Do you play Crash Bandicoot? Oh wow, I forgot Crash when I was mentioning the franchises. So yeah, I forgot Crash, I forgot Splatoon, I forgot Arms. I love Arms. Like, I love that game. Favorite. So yeah, I mentioned favorite team on it. Do you play Crash? I played Crash 1 and 2 on emulator, the PS1 emulator. I actually posted the playthroughs of that on my channel, so you can find that. And then the third one, where I played that on the Insane Trilogy remake, all three of them. So yeah, I like them. I definitely think 1 was my favorite. I know that's controversial, but I just like the raw challenge of it. And then Stormy Ascent was fun. And if you go on the new channel, which is Premulous, like Tapulous or Fabulous, but Premulous, I did do a video with Stormy Ascent, and I did beat it. So yeah, you can check that out. And yeah, so I think Crash 1 was my favorite, and then after that, probably Crash 3, and then Crash 2. Someone said, Heroes is my favorite game of all time. First game I loved is my own. Jesus Christ, wow. Oh, I love the GOAT. When do we get an 06 stream? Sometimes I worry that I stream 06 too much, and then like people are just gonna get bored. Oh look, Prem is streaming 06 again. I just saw my thumbnail for the stream on my computer. I look so fucking depressed. Oh my god. But I stream 06 so much, and I keep thinking like, why are people watching me stream 06? Don't they hate this game? Like, I'm not even bashing it, but yeah, if you guys want another 06 stream, I'm always down to do another 06 stream. When was the last time I did an 06 stream? I think the first video I did this year was an 06 stream. Literally, like, yeah, like that was a shit. What 9 months into the year? Shit, I'm scrolling far down. I'm still in this year. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I did I think that was the last 06 stream when I got the 360, which is there. Yeah, but yeah, so I might just do another one because the emulator recently got an update and it looks like really like visually close to the original. I think it might even be the same visually to the original now. So, you know, someone said happy birthday, Premy. Thank you. You do need to try out Sonic 06 Legacy of Solaris, made from the Sonic Game Hacking Contest event for this year. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that, but I guess at me on Twitter if you've got a link and I'll check it out. Ah, wow, the music ran out. I was supposed to be shooting for like 10, 15 minutes. Probably have to find another song then. Let's go. Let's pick a song that everyone loves. I've got a great song. A song that everyone will enjoy. There we go. Yeah, so link me on Twitter if you've got something with this Legacy of Solaris. I want to check that out. You looking forward to Team Sonic Racing? I was always more of a Mario Kart fan, and even though like I'm a bit biased when it comes to that, the racing game doesn't look that interesting. Like out of the three racing games, I always felt like All Stars Racer Transform looked the best. So yeah. What do you think of Infinite and Squad Jackal? I don't know. Infinite seems like a decent villain. He'd be fine for like a TV show or something. I don't know. Are you planning on doing a Dragon Ball Tenkaichi tag team playthrough? I mean, I don't know too much about Dragon Ball, but I know that that's a fighting game. So I guess, you know, with Premier List, I'm playing everything that isn't Sonic. So if you check out that channel, you never know what could be covered. Matt says, please play Mario. Wow. I'm streaming from my phone, so I can't play anything right now. But, you know, I will stream Mario eventually. If Nintendo wouldn't flag everything I do, but, you know. Alright, I'm so behind on chat. What was your reaction when Kobe left YouTube? I mean, I tweeted about that. You know, I don't know if you can find the tweet. It's still there, but yeah, it sucks. You know, not just the fact they left YouTube. There's so many Sonic tubers have left that I used to watch, but I think it's the fact they just disappeared off the internet. Like, I think that's what hurt, because he's just gone. He's not just not making videos. He's actually gone. You know, so. And then Matt said in the chat, there'll never be a game as good as Sonic Heroes. Yes, Matt, I 100% agree. 100%. I'm literally like so behind on the chat. Someone said he's way behind. He needs a response talking about the best mod for 06. I haven't played that many 06 mods, so I can't really talk about that. Someone says Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz was the best Wii game by Sega. I don't think I played that because I didn't own a Wii. But I remember they had a Super Monkey Ball on DS. Was it Touch and Roll or something? And I think they had a 3DS Super Monkey Ball as well. If there was one, I did beat that as well. If I have my case here, I could like check. I don't know. I'm too lazy. Bomberman is the bomb. Yeah, Bomberman's amazing. Sega should remaster 06. The main thing people complain about the game is controlling glitches will be fixed with an official remaster. I know about the Sage demo, but one guy isn't enough. I mean, it's more than one guy, but the Sage demo, I don't know. I'm at a point where I'm just like, I explained this before, but when the first 06 PC remake demo came out, it was just so hype because I was playing it on PC at 4K. It was on PC. And then between the time that the first one came out and the second one came out, the 360 emulator literally just like took off, and I could actually play 06 on emulator, the OG game. So I guess the remake didn't have the same level of like value for me, in my opinion, because of that. But it was still like a good project. But then because they changed the control, it kind of just messed it up for me personally. Like I know some people like the new control because Sonic has weight to it. I'm not saying Sonic shouldn't have weight, but it's kind of like, what's the point if the levels weren't really built around that? You can say SA1 control is better than Heroes, and I get that, but that doesn't mean that if you directly port Hero stages at the exact same scale to SA1, that it's going to play exactly the same. Like, it's not going to work the same way. You have to rework it to work with different control. And it's like taking the same level design, but with different control, and then it just throws me off, I guess. I don't know. Someone said, hey man, I'm new here. Welcome, Xoid HD. Someone said, could you showcase the Super Expert mod for Sonic Heroes? There's a Super Expert mod for Sonic Heroes? Oh, that's getting played. That's getting played. Link me on Twitter though, so I can find it. But yeah, like I'll definitely check that out. Prem, how old are you? I'm 23. But yeah, an 06 remaster. That's just. I mean, that won't happen. Sega are kind of lazy when it comes to this. Like Shenmue came out in what, 99, and they just ported it. Like I can barely even call it a remaster. Like it's literally a port. They said 30 FPS was hard coded in, so the game is still running on a PC with a 1080 Ti. It's a 90s like Dreamcast game. It's still running at 30 FPS because they might as well just remade it at that point. But when it comes to Sega, if we get an Unleashed port, it's going to be very bare bones. Like it's not going to be like we're adding all this cool remaster stuff, we're doing this. It's not going to be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If we're lucky, they'll add all the DLC. But I don't know. Like Sega, when it comes to ports, they just do the bare minimum. I feel like. Someone said I never saw you stream on 06. Well, clearly I haven't been streaming enough 06. Everyone is bringing this up now. I thought you guys were tired of it, but apparently I'm not streaming. Okay. I will stream more 06. Someone said, is Premulous a copy of Memulous? No. Premulous came from Tapulous. Tapulous is a company that made the Tap Tap games. Back when iPod Touches were still new. And Tap Tap was one of the hottest apps on there. And I used to play that all the time back in boarding school. Yeah, I was a god at Tap Tap, by the way. Don't even mess with me when it comes to Tap Tap. I used to play all the different ones. The Revenge, 3, 4, 2, Dance. The Metallica one where you had like 5 notes on you had to turn the phone and shit. Whoops. I think I just rotated the stream. I don't know. But yeah, I was a god at Tap Tap. And then in 2014, Tapulous became defunct and they basically got rid of all their apps. And I guess that hurt. And when I was creating my channel name, I thought of basically premydaremy was supposed to be Premulous Daremy. That was the original channel name. And then I created the name, like I created the channel name Premulous Daremy, and then I thought, you know what? Actually, let me just shorten it to premydaremy, so that became premydaremy. And then when I started the new channel, I said, actually, let me just go with just Premulous, Someone said, you're a chill streamer, just any Sonic game is fine. Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird to be called chill after, like, everyone makes fun of my loud intros and all that. Someone said, should Silver be in Smash? I mean, if he was, I would totally main Silver, like, if it was Sonic, Shadow, and Silver in Smash, I would main Silver, like, literally. Someone said this is boring. Oh, that's the guy who said that Heroes was, like, not well known. I mean, it's only the highest selling 3D Sonic game, the first multiplayer Sonic game, but it's aight. Probably do you listen to grime music? I guess a little bit. Stormzy, I guess, is a bit more mainstream, I guess. I listened to Skepta's last album, I've heard Lethal B, obviously, growing up as a kid in the UK, but I'll admit I'm rusty on grime. It was kind of Stormzy that brought me back in, or Skepta, because Skepta dropped Konnichiwa back in 2016. That definitely brought me back in, because I was getting numbers. I need to listen to JME's, like, album from, like, 3 years ago. I'm really behind on that. But, yeah. Alright. Man, Prem is light years behind the chat. Yeah, because if I was playing the game, I'll just let the chat move and I'll skim through and read a few things here and there. I'd always miss stuff. But because I'm just literally reading the chat, I'm actually reading the chat and responding to things. So it's taking a lot more time. What's your favorite Sonic Generations mod? The Jason Griffith voice mod, I always have that on. the Unleashed style drift animation. I always have that on. In terms of stage mods, I was actually gonna make a video on this exact topic. I might have written a script for it already. I don't even know if I still have it here. Oh yeah, I do have it here. I'll spoil the number one for you right now. Spiral Reef was my favorite like stage mod in Gens. That was a very nice stage. So yeah. Someone said I unsubscribed. Wow, thank you. Premi, where's your release porn stash? That's private. I don't actually have one though, but you know, people don't like Elise, so they wouldn't make Elise porn anyway. So yeah. Have you ever watched Pokemon Sun and Moon Abridged? No, I haven't seen that. I think you like it, you should check out. I might check out at some point. By the way, you aren't catching up. Chat's too fast. Prem, what are you listening to? Just everyone's favorite song from Sonic 06, you know? When You Beat Sonic's Story, you know, Sweet Dreams. Like, come on, like, everyone loves this song, right? Remember? Oh, yeah. Someone said there's a super expert mod. Shit, that sounds... Yeah, I need to check that out. Alright, I'm gonna have to scroll through this a bit faster. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep going for. Do you like Shadow the Hedgehog the game? As a kid, yeah. Now, so... I just don't like being forced to search for shit. Like, it's just never been my thing. It's like... kind of like Team Chaotix, Grand Metropolis, the game, essentially. That's what I think of when I think of Shadow. Obviously, you got the regular mode where you just go to the end, but a lot of the stages, even if I like the aesthetic of the stage, I was fine with the gunplay, honestly. I actually liked it, but it's just like, always finding things. Like, can I just get to the end, please? And then obviously, Shadow's control was really weird. Like, it was like Heroes on steroids, I guess. So, that kind of put me off. Like, a remaster of Shadow with tighter control, and, you know, not having to search for shit, I think I probably like that a lot more. Someone said the homing attack in the 06 demo was awful. I mean, in original 06, the homing attack was fast as fuck. I know people are thinking, no, it's not. The cooldown was always slow in 06, but the homing attack itself was fast. And that's what I liked about 06. Like, you play 06, like, the homing attack was just snappy, like, like, you know. But, you know, it's hard to remake a game, so it's just, that's it. That is how it is. If Sega was to bring another playable character for the next 3D Sonic game, who do you want it to be? Or Shadow and Silver? That's it, really. Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, I think, are the trio of ideal playable characters. You know? Someone said, hey, Prem, I saw inspired by your channel to make my own. My channel is Soniku234. I want you to thank you for helping inspire me. No problem, man. Like, if I can, like, inspire anyone or even entertain anyone doing this, then, you know, it's cool, isn't it? Someone said, I agree, kind of like how Unleashed stages on is good in Generations. Yeah, the Unleashed project, another great mod. You know, like, no disrespect to the Unleashed project, but there's just certain things that weren't in Gens that just made the Unleashed project feel like it was a stripped down version of the levels. You know, so I don't even know how to mod from my phone, so, like, otherwise I would have been moderating the chat, but I don't know how to do it. Actually, I figured it out. There we go. Alright, how behind am I now? Someone said you're 23, I thought you were late teens. Yeah, my family, we look young. I guess we age well, you know. I remember, what's it called? Back when I was like, I think 15, I just turned 15, but I had no ID on me. I wanted to buy like a movie or something or a game in HMV. Yes, HMV, I'm that old. And they wouldn't sell me the thing because they didn't have ID. And I was in like the town area with my sister. She was in a different store. And she's like 12 years older than me. So I'm like 15. She's like 28. You know, I know that's not technically 12 years. It's like months, years plus months. So, but I was 15 to 28. So I was trying to buy this game. And they wouldn't sell it to me. It was rated 15 or whatever. So I'm like, hold the fuck up. Call my sister. I'm like, yo, can you get here? Like, they're trying to not sell me this thing even though I'm 15. So she's 28. She comes down to the store. So they had asked me for ID first. And I was like, I don't have ID. So they wouldn't sell it to me. So I get my sister and I walk back to the queue. I'm like, okay, my sister's here. Give me the fucking game, bitch. And then they asked her for ID. I'm like, it's a 15 rated game. She's 28. But yeah. That's the youthful look for you. It sucks when you're in school because everyone thinks you're a fucking kid. Someone said, please don't stream 06. Okay, that's the first person I've seen who doesn't want me to stream 06. Wow. Did you ever play the Unleashed mobile game? If you didn't, you're not a true fan. I've seen the game. Like, I've seen, like, a playthrough of it. I don't remember if I played it or not. I might have found it on one of those old phones. But back then, it was all about that, you know, bounce. You know, they had a version of bounce on the newer Nokia phones with the advanced screens and shit. Like, you know, I used to play that. Someone said, so that's where the name premise comes from. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely behind on the chat. What does premydaremy mean? It's just a name, really. Someone said, just clocked. Premydaremy is literally in the house. Yeah, I'm in the house, literally. So yeah. You from the UK? Yeah, I'm from the UK. I'm not gonna give specifics, you know, but I'm in the UK. Someone said, unpopular opinion, Empire City is the best daytime station on the division. I guess that is an unpopular opinion. Although Empire City Night was my favorite Whale stage, my favorite day stage probably Jungle Joyride. Someone said, do you like any rock music, not Sonic? Linkin Park. I guess they're kind of like a rock mix of hip hop kind of thing. But yeah, I've heard other rock songs as well, The Offspring, because of growing up with Crazy Taxi. You know, there's others. I'm not too fluent with rock, but there's definitely rock songs I've heard that I like. Someone said Werehog in PS2 was better. Really? I never beat the PS2 version of Unleashed, so I guess I'll have to, what's it called? Stream that at one point? I don't know. Someone said, Premi, be real with us for a sec and show us your OCs that you've made. Every Sonic fan has made an OC, and I know you have. I've literally, like, you might not believe me, but I've never even made or even thought about making an OC. I guess in Forces everyone made an OC because it was in the game, but before that, I never drawn a character and be like, this is my OC, this is gonna have. It never even crossed my mind. Like, I know people aren't gonna believe me, but it never even crossed my mind. Like, legit, I mean, I'm not an artist. Like, I suck at drawing. Like, I would have failed if I picked art as like a subject in school. Although they force you to do it for like the first few years, and I wasn't doing well in that class. I was never an artist, so I didn't have that kind of drawing, creative, you know, thing. So I just never thought, I never wanted to make my own Sonic characters. I liked the Sonic characters they gave us. I liked Shadow, I liked Silver. I wanted those characters, you know. Someone said, I feel like there's less variety in attacking enemies in 06, and the Dreamcast games with so much to do. Ancient Light, Bounce Bracelet, Rocket Excel, Somersault. Like, I mean, I think Heroes had the best combat of any Sonic game, hands down. That's just my opinion. SA1 combat was very simple, so if you're saying Dreamcast games total, SA1 is really just home and attack, and then obviously that one thing with the Ancient Light, yeah, you could do that. And then SA2 was also pretty simple, the combat as well. You just use the somersault or the bounce or the home attack, but it was good, you know. I think Heroes had the best combat. 06 Sonic, it was fun combat anyway because it was simple. You just use the home attack, and I think people don't realize how much you can do with 06, at least with Sonic, because you can home and attack, you can bounce, but you can also slide, and you can also kick. And people forget about these things so much. And the crates where the enemies are, if you home and attack an enemy at the right angle and make it hit the bomb crate, it destroys all the enemies around it. All these things are like intricate things that you could just ignore and be like, the combat is simple, just home and attack. But if you actually delve into 06's combat, at least with Sonic, you can actually do so much. Like, it feels so good when you hit the enemy in the right angle, it hits the crate, and then it bombs up all the enemies there. Or if you run into like an area with enemies and you just slide around and then just destroy them. Like, and then of course you got the gems as well. So like, honestly, I think Sonic's 06 combat was good. Shadows felt tedious because it was just kind of like mash home and attack 5 times. Yeah. On to the next one, you know. So, and obviously Shadow had more enemies, so that made it worse as well, I guess. You know, so yeah. Did you ever borrow a game from Blockbusters? It was the best thing ever, to be honest. I borrowed something also recently. Riders, me and my friend went to Blockbusters to actually rent that back in the PS2 days, you know, the original game. And then we tried to put it in a PC and copy the files to a blank disc so that we could keep the game after returning it. obviously we didn't know how copy protection worked and all that shit, so we thought we'll just copy the files and we'll get the game. And then when that didn't work, we got mad, and then we scratched the disc, the original disc, and then sent it back to them with the disc scratched, and they couldn't do anything. They didn't. I don't think they knew, because I think when the store closes, you can like put the disc in the hole, and then they'll just take it the next day or whatever. So we weren't there once, you know, they checked it, so we scratched it up, and that was the last time I went to Blockbuster, or at least that Blockbuster. Someone said the story is a component of the game. If it's better, the whole thing is better. I mean, story is important, but I don't think it makes or breaks any game, to be honest. Or any Sonic game, I should say. Some games are very story-heavy, like Shenmue is a freaking story-heavy game. The story is bad. It's like, why are you even playing that? But a Sonic game, you know, is a different experience, I guess. Do you ever watch YouTube series like Naruto Unleashed, Super Mario Bros. C? I've heard of those, but I haven't watched those. I might get around to it. Prem, what do you think of the Sonic movie so far? You know, it'll be mediocre, I think. Have you listened to Skillet's music before? Is that a typo for Skrillex, or is that actually a thing? I'm gonna type that in now, she can find out. Skillet, rock band. And I probably haven't heard them. Maybe I've heard them, but I haven't gone out my way to like know who they are, so yeah. Someone said I Love Forces is the best Sonic game for setting new times. It will revitalize the game for you after you complete it. Opinions, I guess. Jungle Joyride has issued that scene from The Incredibles when Dash ran through the jungle. Yeah. Do you like Jet Set Radio music? He's gonna read this like 10 minutes later. I was only 4 minutes late, for the record, and I've heard a few Jet Set Radio songs and I like them, but I never played the games properly, so... Someone said, unpopular opinion, Sonic Unleashed Wii version takes more skill than any other version. I mean, based on what I've seen, I don't know. I haven't played the Wii version properly. I tried it out on emulator for a few minutes, but the day stages seem the same, if not simpler. As for the whale stage, I don't know. When did you get into Sonic? I started with SA2. I also started with SA2, so yeah. Someone said, Premier, you telling me you never run a Sonic character creator and design one? Not even once. There was actually, now that you mention it, there was that weird Flash character creator thing online as a kid. I think I went there before I found out about it, because I was looking at like online Flash games. But I don't even remember creating anything. Maybe I clicked on a few things, but I didn't go in there with I'm gonna make a pink rat and it's gonna have this dress and these shoes. I might have just seen it and just clicked a few things and clicked off it, and that was it. I was just never into designing my own characters. I just thought that Sega were doing a good job designing and showcasing their own characters. And at the time they were, because they had Silver, and I think Silver to this day is like the best designed Sonic character. At first it was Shadow. He was fucking cool with the boots and everything. Silver, I think, became the best designed, like, visually Sonic character. Like, that character is just crafted from a god. Like the quill's shape, the color, the silver color, the shoes, the psychokinesis gloves, and everything. Like, oh my god, like, god, someone like that character, man. Someone said, "Are you high? Sonic Unleashed HD is the hardest main series Sonic game." I could see why people would say that. You know, when you think about it. Heroes, I guess the hardest level in Heroes would be Final Fortress, Team Dark, whereas Unleashed had Eggman Land, so yeah, I can see why people say Unleashed is the hardest. Someone say play Dear My Friend. Actually, I might play that, even though I'm supposed to be ending off this stream soon. But I love Dear My Friend, so I'll put that on. What's your height? I'm 5'9". Someone said, Heroes definitely has the most combat, all options are so fun. Yeah. So I'm so late on the chat that people are responding to what I'm saying, and I'm going back into old conversations when I read the chat. What's it called? It's not even taking advantage of the mechanics, just making sure you get your buttons down. Someone said combat matters in Heroes. How now in Sony just boosted? Yeah, Heroes combat. It's so underrated. Heroes combat because obviously most people will just home attack everything in Sonic and then say the combat is tedious instead of taking advantage of the three different characters and how their attacks work together to quickly, effectively take out enemies. Like if you guys see me stream Heroes, you know that I slay the shit. So you know you might get some tips from your boy. You know. Someone said Unleashed also has bullshit quick time events that make you pull your hair out. Well, I don't know about you, but I played Unleashed, just today, and I still got my afro intact. I need to go barbers though, but seriously. But I actually like QTs. I don't know why everyone doesn't like them. I just think it added something to those automated as fuck sections in Boost Sonic games where it's just like you're doing nothing, and the QTEs just added a little bit of, I'm actually doing something in this section, Someone said, how much do you like Sega Heroes? It's a mobile game. It's a kind of side game, but I've been playing it, here and there. I play it a little bit every day because the way it works is, if you want to get like stuff, you have to kind of open it every day. So I do still play it, but it's no Sonic Runners. It's just, let's put it that way. But it's nice having the characters and leveling them up and stuff. Someone said, I hate those insta-kill QTs. I love those. Like, it's just... Like, when you're playing Eggman, it's just so real. Like, it's like life or death. Like, I want to feel like they're actually challenging me. I don't want them to always baby me. But I know that's just me. The sliding isn't really unique to enemies or events, so it's just another option to attack. It's just another fun concept that isn't... I think the slide is well executed. Just because there's no like generation style slide under the platform or else you slow down doesn't mean it's not well executed. It's a move that you have the option to use, that you don't have to use it, but if you use it, you play better. Kind of like if you play Odyssey, all those additional moves like the long jump and throwing Cappy and jumping on Cappy, you can beat the game without doing all those elaborate things. You can play the game regularly while just doing regular jumps and no like Cappy throw jumps and then second Cappy throw and then leap. You can beat the game without doing that. It'll just take you longer. So the slide is not a mandatory thing to beat 06. But if you use the slide, you're gonna play better. You're probably gonna defeat enemies faster. So that's how it is. It's like if you want the extra skill, it's there for the taking. Someone said, would you enjoy a Sonic game made by Telltale Games? I think that'll be interesting. I know who they are, but I don't know what they've done. I've forgotten, so I can't really say. Let me just Google them, see what they've done. They did The Walking Dead. They did Batman. I don't know. I guess I have to research them further. Are you gonna keep this stream up? I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't decided yet. I usually watch my streams back and see if it's worth keeping up, but it probably won't. Someone said if you like 06, I'm allowed to like Forces. Look, like whatever game you want, okay? You don't have to like what I like or hate what I hate, As long as you're enjoying the game, that's all that matters, really. Someone said I made an avatar in Forces named Goldie the Pimp. I made an OC in Forces. I did play around with the one in Forces because it was just so easy to use. I did a video on this, didn't I? I covered like fake Tails before mods were really a thing in Forces. Like I made like a wannabe Tails, wannabe like Amy and shit like that. So, someone said we need Shadows and Echo Fire for Ultimate. Oh, we're definitely getting that. That's happening. Premier, are you glad the heat wave in the UK has stopped? Oh yes. I had to buy like an entire like freaking air conditioner just for that. So yeah. Someone said I never completed Unleashed. I got stuck ever since it came out. I never went back to because I didn't enjoy it much. I got stuck as a kid. I got stuck on Tune On Night, and then I didn't play the game for years because I didn't own it. Like I played it at a friend's house, and then I bought it from him and his PS3, and then I started again, and I got stuck on Tune On Night again, and I rage quit. And then when I went back, I finished the game. Like, I'm guessing it's Tune On Night. I'm just gonna make a wild assumption that you got stuck on Tune On Night. Someone said QTs look really cool. They're just so hard. I've never really understood that. Just pace yourself. Like the moment the buttons show up, don't start pressing. Just read all the buttons first and then press them. Like that's what I always did. And then remember that they never make you press L2 and R2. So if there's a trigger I mean, if there's a bumper button, it's obviously the top ones. I don't know. That just helped me. What's your favorite game at Sage this year? I've only played 2, so I guess Sonic Chaos out of the 2 I played. Someone said, Prem, I'll send you the link to the Legacy of Solaris monitor once I get permission from the owner who made it. Alright, I mean, I want to check that out, so if I can get that, I'll definitely showcase that. Prem, it's 12:30 a.m. Why are you always up? I mean, my streams are always late, so this is nothing new. Did you know Spider-Man PS4 is releasing this week? Yeah, I pre-ordered that actually, so I should get that the day it comes out. But as I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm sure most of you missed that if you're not from the beginning. I'm gonna be away for 10 days, so I won't be coming back here till the 12th of September. So I won't get to play Spider-Man till then. So maybe that week you'll get like a Spider-Man video. Someone said there's nothing wrong with just running and jumping in Sonic games. That sounds like the Force's anthem. Like, this is so simple, you know. And the song ended. Wow. Okay. Alright. You must be an adult now. Yes, I'm actually... My birthday on the 31st of August was signifying half a decade of being an adult. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound rude when I said I was allowed to like Forces. No, don't worry. It's cool, man. It's cool. You can like whatever you want. Like, it's not. I don't have any beef with people that like games. You know, it's just how it is. I think I finally caught up to the chat. First Sonic game, SA2, age 23. Favorite 2D Sonic game, Sonic Rush by far. Someone said loving that remote owl. I should probably end the stream soon though. It's been an hour. I was supposed to be streaming for like 15 minutes. And I need to edit a video, like, for Premydaremy. For those of you who care about that channel, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek on what that video is. Alright, so yeah. I still need to actually edit it and all that, but it's 2 Point Hospital, so yeah. I want to edit that and get it out before I leave today. Sonic Riders or All Stars Racing Transform Riders easily. Someone said edit a video on stream. I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. When I'm editing, I'm focused. I can't do anything on the editing except edit, you know? Like, I wouldn't even be reading the chat. I'll just kind of, like, be there, just doing nothing. Like, what's the point of me streaming to not focus on the stream, you know? You're not seeing the editing. You're just seeing my face. So, it's like, what's the point? Maybe if I was, like, if I was recording the desktop, then maybe I'd edit a video on stream. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try it out. Someone said say your intro for us, man. I can't shout right now. Like, it's like 12:30. My mom's asleep, you know. Still live at home, so. Someone said I got stuck on the African-style night stage. Missouri? Really? That stage wasn't... I don't think that was hard. Well, I mean, I guess if you had problems, you could always stack up on lives. But, you know. But yeah, I think I'm going to end off the stream now. It's been over an hour. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you for the donations as well, those of you who donated if you're still here. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to actually end the stream off my phone, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go and edit this video now. So thanks everyone for watching. Peace. I don't know why I'm saying peace, you know. The Remy out. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how you end the stream. Okay, cool.